Are you feeling the burn of the cost of living crisis? I know I am. That's why I had to sell my exercise bike. The cost of living crisis, or COLC for short, is affecting Australians everywhere, especially in Australia. And I know what they say, make a few sacrifices, cut down on your avocado on toast. But ever since I stopped buying bread, avocado on avocado just doesn't hit the same. Now, don't worry, I have no idea what COLC actually is either. So that's why I've invited an expert to ask them all the dumb questions so you don't have to. Here they are now.
How'd you guys get into my house? Is that my avocado?
No. So many questions. Welcome to my living room.
This is my living room?
Or as I like to call it, the cost of living room. So Cameron, you're an expert on living. How much does it cost to live?
Well, I'm not really an expert on living. I'm a property economist and I look at housing, property market and economic trends.
Wow. And what is COLC?
The cost of living crisis is a situation whereby everything that we purchase has increased significantly over the last few years, but at the same time, our wages haven't kept pace with that increase. So everything costs a lot more now.
How did we get here?
Well, this was largely driven by what happened during the pandemic. We saw a lot of demand for goods and services because people didn't have as many choices as to what they could spend their money on, and the supply of those goods and services didn't increase as much as demand did. So people that provide those services to us could lift their prices significantly, and as I said earlier, our wages haven't kept pace with that. So now everything costs a lot more.
So let me see if I'm following. COLC is actually a dilemma around how much Australians are spending on things that they need to live.
That's it.
So there you have it, folks. The cost of living crisis, in a nutshell, is actually a crisis of living costs, which funnily enough is still COLC. So we didn't really learn anything, did we?
Guess not.